Hey everybody, welcome back to Pick of the Week. This time I am featuring the second studio album by the Voidz titled Virtue on RCA Records from 2018. Now for those of you who don't know, the Voidz, well originally they were called Julian Casablancas and the Voidz, but since this release they dropped that first part, now they're just the Voidz. So if you know anything about Julian Casablancas, you know that he is the frontman for the Strokes, right? He is the voice of that band. And so yeah, there's gonna be times on this record you get a little bit of that Strokes vibe, but I feel like no matter what, he can't get away from that. But this you really got to see as a completely different animal. Don't go into this record thinking you're gonna get more of the Strokes, because while that might be true for one or two songs, oh man, this is not that. This is, the first time you listen to this, you don't know what's gonna come up next. It really is a surprise from track to track. I would go as far to say that this, it feels like a mixtape, like it goes through all these different styles of music, almost like how Weird Al does pastiches, where they're in the style of a band but they're not a direct parody, that sort of a thing. And I feel like on this record they're really channeling other well-known bands, or at least styles of music, and they're doing it really well. They really pull it off. Now, with that, there is the really good thing where it never gets boring, but then there's also the flip side of that to where you're not gonna like everything. But you may like everything, but for me personally, I don't like every track on here. There's two in particular, and one I just, it's gonna take me a while to probably warm up to it. That is really nitpicking on my behalf. There are 15 tracks on here, and they're all of some merit. They're all really well put together, and it's just fun to listen to. And man, can't wait to dive into this. So let's kick it off with the opening song. This is Leave It in My Dreams, and this is sort of a I wouldn't call it a red herring, but it's one of those songs that kind of throws you for a second because it does sound so much like the Strokes, at least in my opinion. It's very bright, it's sunny, it's very catchy, and it feels familiar. But man, don't let it fool you. The rest of the record is not like this. So here we go, check it out. Now, track 2, I'm not exactly sure how you say it. I believe it's QYURRYUS, but regardless, this throws the whole record in a complete 180. You're like, what is this? It mixes electronica with industrial, and there's even some auto-tune vocals going on here. It is such a wild ride. I don't even know how to really comprehend this song. The video itself is a treat to watch. I am a sucker for anything that's kind of evoking cheesy 80ness, and this video certainly does. Anyway, check out the song before you check out the video. Track 3 is Pyramid of Bones, and this is another 180. Almost, I mean, I don't even know where we are right now. It's like, it was started this direction, went this way, and now we're going this way. This one is way more heavy rock inspired. I would say even Black Sabbath, especially the way Julian sings on here. I get kind of a Ozzy Osbourne feel about it. So many great things going on this track. Check it out. Rounding out side A, we have Permanent High School, and this one brings it back down to more of that familiar Strokes sound, even down to the effect on Julian's vocals on here. Be damned, don't you dare, I'll be laughing from here to there. Just because something's popular don't mean it's good. And I swear, by the end of this song, I'm getting a real Weezer vibe. See what you guys think. Opening up side B, we have Alienation or ALIENNATION, depending on how it is characterized. Regardless of how you say it, I'll leave that up to you guys. This one has such a great vibe. It's very chill, relaxed. Really dig that. And the chorus melody on here is beautiful. Track 2 is one of the ones, and this one has a real 90s alternative feel about it. Admittedly, it's not one of my favorites. It is catchy, and I think on paper I should enjoy it, but I don't know, I'm not warming up to it. But man, the bridge on here is my favorite part. It's just, it's kind of funny though, because it sounds like a different song. All right, track 3, we have All Words Are Made Up, and I really dig this. It has kind of like a 90s dance vibe about it. What's interesting though to me is that it does that really cool thing that some bands can do where they can kind of sound retro, but then also make it sound fresh and new. And that's what they do on here. Really dig this song. And my only criticism is it ends way too early, and it ends very abruptly too. Rounding out side B, we have Think Before You Drink, and this is, I would say, a Dylan-inspired acoustic piece.
As a child, I had no knowledge, no way to understand. My father kept me sheltered, he would hold me in his hand.
I really like this song. It has an uplifting vibe. It feels very sweet, reminiscing in a sense. And it builds into this wonderful crescendo by the end. It really works to solidify the first record of this 2 LP set.
Please stop and think. You can lead a horse to water, but you cannot make him drink.
Side C opens with the very playful Wink, and I swear Mac DeMarco is playing guitar on here. Well, okay, he's not playing guitar on here, but man, do they channel that sound.
I see the writing on the wall. I was laying it to say.
I really like this song, and what's interesting though is the bridge has this Thin Lizzy inspired guitar solos. I really dig that. I like the combination of all of that. So I can tell, especially on this track, they're having a lot of fun in the studio. Track 2 is My Friend the Walls, and oh my gosh, are they channeling some Radiohead. I mean, that's what I immediately thought of when I heard the opening chords of this song. It's really dark and beautiful and twisting with these really lovely pop overtones. This is another standout track in my opinion. Might be one of my favorites. I think it's my second favorite off of here. Check it out. Track 3 is Pink Ocean, and oh my goodness, do I dig the vibe of this one. It just grooves along with these fat, fuzzed out bass tones. Oh man, I really dig the soulful nature of this track. Rounding out side C, we have Black Hole, and this is my least favorite song off of here. I really struggle to kind of pinpoint what exactly I don't like about this song, but I think what it is overall, it reminds me of the type of a song that you would hear in a late 90s teen comedy where, you know, there's this band that's playing this like really out there art, punk, rock, whatever kind of a sound, and like the main character doesn't get it, and like his love interest is really into it, so he tries to get into it. And I feel like that is what this song is to me. Like I can't quite take it serious. Like I'm not exactly sure what they're trying to say or do with this song. It might be something where I gotta kind of take a look at the lyrics and then sort of digest it all. But yeah, that's my first impression of this song overall. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Opening up side D, we have the polar opposite of the last song. This is Lazy Boy, and it's got such a nice 60s vibe about it. It's very catchy, sweet, and just a lovely song overall. Another one of my favorites.
I don't wanna see you. I don't wanna do this anymore.
Oh man, track 2 is Where We Were. That is a tongue twister. I'm not gonna try to say that 5 times fast. I don't hate this song. I don't love this song. It is, honestly, I'm not sure what to think of it. It's very frantic, it's deconstructed. Like the other song, One of the Ones, this bridge is very different from the rest of the song. I actually really enjoy the bridge of this. There's a lot going on. There's a lot to take in on first pass. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm gonna leave it. I'll leave it up to you guys. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. But in the meantime, check out this sample. Rounding out the record, we have Pointlessness, and like the title suggests, this is kind of a downer. It's a somber way to end the record. It opens with this very heavy synth organ sound, and throughout, synths play a big part of this. Not so much in a beach house vein, but if you were to say more, take the idea of a stripped down approach to making music like Beach House does, then I would say they borrowed that, but not so much the delivery of you know, the lyrics and singing and whatnot. And it's not a sad song, but it's more defeatist, like the title suggests, pointlessness. What is the point? So interesting choice to end the record. Definitely, I will say that. Check it out. All right guys, let's talk about the packaging. Even though this is a double LP, they went with a single sleeve release. This is not a gatefold, so they definitely went the economical route. Really enjoy this cover. There is this, oh my gosh, really feels like the music that's in there. And on the back there, you get this chess set done in sort of like an Apple IIe kind of a style, black and green computer. But whoever set this up does not know how, because that is way too many pawns. Let's take a look at what you get inside here. Instead of giving you a gatefold, they gave you a nice poster that you can put up in your room, which I think is pretty cool. Not every release comes with posters, and I appreciate the fact that they included that. And then on the flip side here, you actually have credits. And if I'm not mistaken, yeah, Philippe Pantone did the cover art. So really like his work. I'll probably have to check out more by him. Now, both records come in these standard white paper sleeves. Let's take a look at the first record. This is side A and side B. And as you'll notice, all these records share the same label art, the only difference being the track names off to the right here. This is side C, and then we have side D. And lastly, it does come with a rather large digital download card. Okay guys, that has been Virtue by the Voidz. I really recommend this eclectic roller coaster of a record. I had a lot of fun listening to it. It certainly kept me on my toes. Anyway guys, I want to know what you have to say. Be sure to leave me a comment down below. Until then, I want to thank these viewers for suggesting this record, and I want to thank all of you for watching. I'm your Vinyl Geek, and I'll catch you on the flip side.